Hey there, Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor here, and we are sitting in front of one of my rehab projects I have going on right now. The address is 2210 West Tonto Lane in Phoenix, Arizona, and I wanted to shoot this training video for you to document exactly how a rehab project goes on from start to finish. Now, I'm here with two of, I would say, my most important power team members when it comes to rehabbing properties. I got Dave here and I got Rusty here, and they're around to make sure that this rehab project goes off without a hitch. They're two of the best rehab experts in the country, and they're gonna make sure that when they walk around this property and you get to follow, they're gonna give you great tips and tricks and show you exactly how they manage a rehab, okay? So these guys are in charge of hiring all the subs and making sure the rehab goes smoothly so that me, the investor, can have a good experience remodeling properties for big paydays. So I'm really excited for you to kind of pull back the curtain and come behind the scenes to see exactly how this process is done. All right, come with us.
Checking out our new house here for the first time.
First impression, let's take a look.
The tile looks good on this part of the house right now. We've got several different areas of tile here. We've got some bad tile over there, some bad tile here. We've got popcorn ceilings. We've got old everything in here. Everything's gonna have to come up. Appliances, countertops.
Total fresh look in here, because this will not sell.
Yeah,
it's impossible to sell this.
This is like 30-year-old stuff here. So we'll rip all this out. The ceiling fan's gotta go. The paint is a disaster. We're looking at probably a ground-up restoration on this, but this is all cosmetic stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that's gonna be easy. Just taking a peek in the bathroom here, we've obviously got some wallpaper that's gonna come out. It looks like we're probably gonna wanna yank out the cabinets, the countertop, the mirror, the lights. The bathtub actually looks okay with the surrounds. Rusty, take a look. What do you think?
Yeah, that'll definitely work.
I noticed we've got a big dent in the door. Somebody was in a hurry to get into the bathroom. I don't know what happened with that, but all these doors, they're going to be replaced with a 6-panel. Again, it's something that's very dated. We'll update the doors. We'll update the door hardware. Walking into this room again, we've got wallpaper everywhere. A busted window. We've got this chair railing on the walls. This is going to have to come out. The wallpaper down here. The window blinds are going to have to come out. Again, looking at the ceiling, we've got popcorn everywhere. So that's going to have to all be scraped, retextured, painted. But once that's out, it's really going to give it a more modern, fresh feel in here. Looks like we got another case of bad wallpaper in here as well. No ceiling fan, popcorn ceilings. We're probably going to want to do something with this. I mean, this looks pretty bad. You know, this is awful. The bifold doors are going to have to come out. We'll do a 6-panel style to match the other doors, so it kind of ties together with that as well.
Matching is actually key. You want to have everything consistent throughout every room, every bathroom.
We'll head down the hall to the master bedroom. Whoever is our wallpaper guy is going to have a lot of fun ripping all this out. Every room was hit with wallpaper. The ceiling fan in here at least is a little bit nicer. It's the flush mount. Again, we've got the popcorn ceiling that needs to come out. We'll do the new doors for the closet. Everything again will be 6-panel doors, so it looks nice. New hardware.
There's one thing about this bathroom that's for a master bathroom is there's no bathtub. Just one shower. The tile looks good on it. I think what we're gonna have to do is take that whole entire shower out and put a bathtub in it. Bathtub/shower in it. Also replace the granite cabinets to match the other bathroom almost exactly. Toilet, tile's gotta come up, same as the other bathroom.
We'll do a new vanity light. We'll do, we like to do a framed mirror. Instead of the wall-mounted mirror, we'll do a nice frame mirror. It gives it a little bit more of a classy look.
The pools can be disastrous in doing houses like this.
Yeah, you know, even though it's got water in it, as you can tell by looking at the plaster here, the plaster is peeling off, it's crumbling, it's gonna need to be completely drained and replastered. The tile itself is okay, but when you look at some of the areas in the corner, it's falling off. We're gonna have to demo the plaster, get it replastered, fill it up, but when we're done with it, it's going to look really nice. It's going to be essentially a brand new pool. After they do that, they'll check all the pool equipment. We'll make sure the spa works. We'll make sure the pool works. It's going to be really nice once it's all done. All right, Cody, we're 2 weeks into this project. We're getting it looking really sharp. We're giving it some curb appeal. We got rid of all the dead plants. We cleaned it up. We simplified everything. We brought in some fresh gravel. This is a 3/4 inch desert brown gravel that we had brought in. We started over here so you can kind of see the transition. We're going to go all the way across the yard. They're not done with this yet. There were some old kind of shutters out here. And, you know, I thought it kind of cluttered it up and it aged the house a little bit, so we pulled those down. The patch marks that you see are some elastomeric stucco patch where the holes were, where the shutters were, so we're going to paint over those. We've got the fascia being painted, some touch-up stuff there.
Now, are we putting new windows in?
These are single pane windows, and these are old school windows. They're not efficient whatsoever. We're going to go all new windows all the way around. They're going to be a nice aluminum frame, dual pane windows. I believe they're argon filled. They're low E windows, so they're super high efficient.
Yeah, it's looking good. You guys want to go inside?
Let's go check it out.
Man, this looks like a different house already.
Yeah, it does.
I noticed you guys took the popcorn down.
We took the popcorn down. That was just not a good thing. So we got rid of all of that. We painted the ceiling. We retextured it.
This paint up here, what's this paint?
This paint is called oatmeal cookie, and we always paint the ceiling in flats. We don't want the semi-gloss or the gloss. You don't want to see a reflection off the ceiling. The wall color, this is an eggshell. And it is called Almond Latte, and these are both Dunn Edwards colors. I know the color name, but I would have to double check on who owns the name.
So are you buying these paints at Dunn Edwards, or are you getting them at like Home Depot? Or?
What we do with our paint is we go straight to Home Depot for the paint. And you know, typically we don't go with the top of the line expensive stuff. You know, Home Depot sells some pretty cheap paint, and depending on the level of the house, that's going to decide the quality of the paint that you use. This is Speedwall, and it's cheap.
Okay, I know to save money, we decided to keep the current tile that was in here, but we had a problem matching the tile.
This is some really nice travertine. In the kitchen, in the dining area here, we had, it was some old tile that we had the demo. It was like some 12 inch.
Yeah, it just matched.
It looked horrible. So we chiseled it out, and we were having some trouble matching this exact travertine. So whenever we run into a situation, we don't want it to look like we tried to match, because then it looks like an add-on or a remodel. So what we do is we go with a complementary color. As you can see here, it's a darker brown versus a lighter brown. We set it at a diagonal because now what it does is it defines this area as a dining, eating area with your kitchen. So now you have a definition right at the edge of this wall. It's on the diagonal, it's a different color, and what we'll do is we will continue this through the whole kitchen, down the halls, into the bathrooms. So the only room that has this color is this room.
And I like how you didn't, in this particular instance, add a transition. Because a lot of times you'll see that bar with some,
put little diamonds or something.
Diamond-shaped tiles and stuff.
You know, we've done that, and it's really personal preference. I think this is a clean look, but especially when you're getting into flips and you're trying to control costs. You know, if you can save $10 on that, or $20, or whatever it happens to cost, and you do that 10 times, you're saving yourself hundreds of bucks.
Sure. Now I noticed in the kitchen, we kind of made a command decision right here to open this whole thing up. And I know we talked about it initially when we first did our initial walkthrough, but it was kind of scary. We didn't know what was going to be underneath that drop down.
When you have a soffit, you never know what's going to be in there. They run wires, they'll run gas, your HVAC ducting could be through here. So what we did was we pulled a section of it down, peeked up in there. We didn't see anything, and it's kind of like unwrapping the present a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So we made our way all the way around, and we didn't see anything that was bad news.
Originally, there was cabinetry here, We call those uppers,
Yeah.
and they were kind of blocking the view of actually like when you're looking into the kitchen or looking out of the kitchen, they'd be dropped down to like right here in your view. And it really closed in the kitchen.
I was a little bit reluctant to tear the soffit out, and Rusty's telling me, don't tear the soffit out, you know, you don't know what's in there.
Before you look, it's a can of worms. You open it up, and then your budget, everything is shot.
So you know, we ripped it out, and then, you know, before that we were deciding, do we want to do some more uppers? Do we want to do shorter uppers? You know, as the soffit came out, as we said, you know, it's not gonna, no harm, everything looks good.
Yep.
We, at that point, decided, let's make some changes to the cabinetry. And, you know, as I was saying before, I didn't want to lose all that cabinet space. I mean, you've got a lot of usable
And it's not that big of a
cabinet space
kitchen to
there.
begin with.
So what we're going to do is when the cabinets go in, and I've got a cabinet guy, I work with the cabinet guy, he came out, measured, had some ideas, and we came up with a plan where we're gonna have access to the front cabinets right here. You're gonna have your sink, your dishwasher, some cabinets over there. Instead of having the uppers right here, we're gonna take those down and we're gonna have them on this side. So you're gonna have all the storage right here.
So the granite will come over here, overhang.
The granite's gonna come out to about, I don't know exactly, but it's gonna come out to about here. It's gonna have an 8 or a 10-inch overhang, so you can put bar stools right along here. You'll have a huge granite countertop, which is gonna be really nice with the new cabinets. You're not gonna have these uppers, you know, blocking your view.
But you won't eliminate the storage because they'll now be underneath.
You've put it on.
And then I thought what originally was right here was bifolding doors.
Yeah, it looked like a bedroom closet, right?
Like a bedroom
And
closet.
I just thought that looked horrible, so we pulled the bifold doors down. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop in a cabinet, pantry box or cabinet box, and it's gonna have regular, the cabinet face.
Yeah,
which is
so the
gonna
same
match.
door that's going to be on all these cabinets
Yes.
will just be a couple doors here.
Everything's gonna tie together. It's gonna be very consistent. It's
That
gonna-
looks so sharp
It's gonna-
compared to those old
Yes.
aged bifold doors.
Yes, it's gonna
now,
be-
was that a big expense?
Not as bad as you would think. It did cost a little extra money to do that, but like we do with all of our rehabs, if we spend extra someplace, we try and steal it from someplace else. So we did that, and I think you're gonna be okay with the decision I made.
Okay.
So here's where I made up the difference
For the cabinets.
for the cabinets. We were gonna have built-in cabinets in here. We're gonna do vanity sets from either Lowe's or Home Depot, and for something like this, I personally prefer Lowe's. You can get a nice vanity set. It's the sink, the top, it comes with a mirror. The only thing that you would need to add is the faucet. And, you know,
Yeah.
you would have to do that anyway.
There's actually, you know, a pro desk at Lowe's and Home Depot.
Right.
And if you go to that pro desk and you set up an account with them, you can, and I don't know, do they just give it to you right out of the gate, or do you actually have to sweet talk them or buy so much product from them?
Rusty handles that.
Like, how do you get, because they'll actually give you a 10% discount on your materials. 10% adds up on a $30,000 rehab budget.
Especially if you're spending $5,000 on Home Depot for doors and all kinds of stuff, it does add up, and they do work with you. Lowe's and Home Depot, they compete, plain and simple. Home Depot will run a special. Oh, you're not using your Lowe's card today? Or do you have a Lowe's card? And if you do and you show it to them, they give you automatic 5%
At Home Depot?
at Home Depot.
So if you show them your Lowe's card at Home Depot, they give you a discount?
Yep, 5%. Like
There
that.
you go. I didn't even know they did that.
And I mean, that
Yeah.
adds up with everything, bathroom, vanities, anything that you buy from Home Depot, you get 5% off. At the Pro Desk, if you start an account with them, and if you are doing multiple houses like you are, and rehabbing them, the more money you spend, the more money they like you, and the more discounts they give you too.
Okay. Now there's something else too. So you can get the Pro Desk account with the 10% discount if you sweet talk them and you buy enough stuff. But there's also something called a bid room. What's a bid room?
A bid room for a regular guy like you, anybody out there that's regular.
Come on, regular guy.
Well, not regular. You're
All right.
special. I know you're special.
All right.
But at a regular bid room, they ask you to spend $2,500. If you spend $2,500 in Home Depot, and that's a lot of money to spend at Home Depot, at one time, you got to spend it. If you get $2,500, you get into what's called a bid room. And that's when it goes to a bid room in their computer, and they calculate all the stuff you have in there, and they send it, and ceiling fans, they go through every little thing you buy, and they'll discount multiple items on there.
Okay.
Just for...
So if you were running, say, 3 rehab projects at once, considering the bid room, would be a good play, a good idea, because then you're buying 25 doorknobs at a time, a bunch of lights at a time, 10 ceiling fans, and going through. That way you're spending the money.
Especially if you use the same stuff every time.
Or if you just wanted to stockpile.
Yeah, if you know you're going to do 3 or 4 houses and you know there's how many rooms you need ceiling fans for them, they get extreme discounts.